Alright guys, we finally received our software update. So let's check out. Alright. So we finally have received software update 2023.26.7, and it's actually, the main part is the 26 part. It did actually get released about 2 weeks ago, but as Tesla does, they usually stop a lot of big releases from a big scale send out for bug fixes, and that's exactly what our holdup here was a minor bug fix. But now we have things like charging on solar, which is really awesome because we have Tesla solar. So now you can set, a limit to where your car normally charges, and then you can set a higher buffer for if you have any extra solar power being sent back to the grid. Instead of the grid, it'll now go to your car. You also have a Spotify refresh, so we'll check out how that looks different. This was the big one that I was waiting for, and that was finally scroll wheel customization coming to the Model S and X. The 3s and Ys, again, have had it for a little bit, and now finally the S and X have them. Another feature that the 3s and Ys have had, and we've been waiting for on the Model S and X, is the blind spot camera can now be moved. Still, I would love for the blind spot camera to show up on this screen. However, I will take being able to move it onto this top left corner rather than the bottom middle here, because that is pretty inconvenient, but I do love using that feature. We've got automatic headlights when wipers are active. We've got, this is a pretty cool one too. Now if you're navigating to a destination, it'll automatically should tell you if that place is closing soon, so you don't arrive disappointed. We've got Vampire Survivors game, which I heard is actually a pretty fun game, so we'll check that out. This is another cool one. Now we can check all camera angles at once rather than waiting for each specific camera angle to load independently. Now we can see them all at once. Another cool feature, warmer display color, so it should be a lot easier on the eyes at nighttime. Very cool. And they've got some minor changes, like recent and favorite changes, tab wise in the media player, slider adjustments, some minor adjustments there. But again, the main one for me is customized scroll wheel and the blind spot camera movement. So let's try those out. First, let's check out Spotify. Spotify already, yeah, it looks a little more sharp, a little more organized. Yeah, you've got just more different visualization. I can tell that the tabs up here are a lot more easier to find. I remember these used to be like really small buttons that you'd have to press. So if I'm trying to access my playlist and albums, it'd be a little difficult. Now everything's just jumbo size, which is a lot easier to press while you're driving. So much welcomed update there. We've also got, let's try. So again, another new feature, they highlight things that have changed. So like it shows you right here, reduce blue light feature is now highlighted as a new feature, so we can turn that on. We won't be able to tell how that looks until we check it at nighttime, but another really cool feature. Here is another new feature, scroll wheel function. So let's see, we can do long press scroll wheel for quick access to temperature, fan speed, display brightness, save a dash cam video, acceleration mode changes, suspension, raising, steering wheel heat, camera, defrost, dome lights, or glove box. So that is really cool, and you can do it, ask each time. Let's actually see if we can set that up here. So I'll hold the scroll wheel, and here's what pops up. I can do the temperature, fan speed. So let's just try fan speed. Change that from here. Let's hold it again. So bring that up. Now to change it, I guess I have to do it again from here. So let's change it to camera. So now if I hold, boom, the camera pops up. Oh, sorry. Hold it again. So a long press pops up the camera, long press closes the camera. Now, what I've also noticed is you can have it ask you each time. So it's not a set feature per se. If you hold it, you get to, from here, click exactly what you want to control at that given moment. So if I want a glove box, well, I have a pin code for that, so I'll change that. But if I hold it again, instead of glove box, I can do dome lights. I can do that, bring it back to the camera again. So it brings up camera. So that one is like a per use, depending on what you want to change to. Or if you know that you want to use one thing all the time, then you can change it to that and it'll permanently be that. So I'm actually going to change it. Let's see, don't really change that too often. Fan speed, no. Display brightness, no. I will probably be using the suspension feature. I'll at least leave it at that for now. That might be really cool to be raising suspension on the fly. Let's see, we also have another blue dot down here. So it's showing us that we've got something else new, and then it's showing us that the new features in the arcade, and the game pops right up. Vampire Survivors game. So we'll do a gameplay overview of that game along with more Steam beta gameplay that I've been lagging on. But definitely we'll be doing that soon. So that's cool. And then what else are we missing here? Oh yeah, blind spot camera. I guess let's change that now. And then yeah, that's pretty much all that we can show right now. So let's do a quick switch of the blinker. Oh wow, yeah, so much easier up here. But again, I can change it here, I can change it there. This is where it was by default, which is not the greatest location. But to have it up here in the top left, super convenient. Awesome, very cool update. Really excited. A lot of cool new stuff. It's gonna be nice to be living day to day with these small little changes that make actually a big difference. All right, see you guys on the next one.